Got my mic. Check. Can everybody hear me okay? Just experimenting a little bit, seeing what all we can do through this tool. Run a little commercial. Happy Monday.
Purchases, if you add GTM on top of it, you can actually add event parameters for that purchase event as well as user properties, and it gets really interesting at that point. If you'd like to set something similar up, you can go to fixyourtracking.com and schedule a call. Use GA4 to set up e-commerce purchase tracking the right way. Although GA4 has enhanced e-commerce tracking with auto events for purchases, if you add GTM on top of it, you can actually add event parameters for that purchase event as well as user properties, and it gets really interesting at that point. If you'd like to set something similar up, you can go to fixyourtracking.com and schedule a call.
All right, what's up, y'all? Check. Hope y'all can hear me. Okay. So basically today what I wanted to do is kind of show you guys how I would actually set up some of the information. You guys have seen me use Portrait Masters as an example a couple times. What I think is really interesting is this one particular push. Let me remove this real quick and turn down the music just a tad. Go like that. I hope I don't get hit for copyright again, man. It's been kind of wild trying to figure that part out. Might be a little too loud still, bro. So I got to figure out a way to monitor the sound on my side and on the listener side. Anyways, okay. So let me go ahead and log out real quick. So I want you guys to see this. All right, so I keep hooping and hollering about this. Damn, I'm a real southerner, hooping and hollering. When you go to the load event, GTM auto event, you're going to see in the data layer section, this is the Doug Tool Analytics Debugger. It's directly connected to web dev tools. So basically you can get there from here, jump over here, and jump down. Okay, cool. So it's a Chrome extension. Check it out. Big shout out to that. Chrome extensions. Show you guys. This joint right here. So I'm gonna put an actual link to it here. Link to Duck Tool. We call it the Duck Tool. There you go. This is my favorite tool. I can do a lot with it. All right, jumping back over. Main thing I want to pay attention to: visitor state login, visitor type. Visitor email is take it or leave it. I can't really push this into GA. I can push the hashed version over, but then you have to, I don't know if dehashing is the correct terminology, but I would have to back out of that version in order to find out what I'm actually looking at. And then we have visitor username, page title, and some other stuff as well around ecom data. So I can see, as I navigate through the site, you're going to be able to see different things. But when you're on the main page, when container first loads, so nothing has happened other than a page load, I'll have all this information. So from the start, if there's nothing there, then nothing's going to show up. But let me show you how to configure this in GTM. So if I go to my GA4 property, why did they do this? Let me remove that. So I can do this, jump over here. I don't know any other way to do this, a cleaner way to do this. So we're just going to do it this way. Boom. I got a visitor state. I got a visitor type. Just going to walk right down this list. Let's say I've got visitor email, probably hashed version is going to keep it safe. Obviously, I can capture the visitor email as well. Like, this is the thing. If I had server-side tagging set up, I could then use a transformation, I think is what it's called here. Let me just show you that real quick. And I can remove certain things, or you can redact certain information. Or my brain's going at 1,000,000 miles per hour. So let me slow down a little bit. I put these four, and then I would drop in data layer in order to set this up. It's not too hard. It's really just, for me, done it 1,000,000 times. So I just go here and I drop them in here. Here's the catch. The reason why you can't just go do this on your side and get the same result necessarily is if you don't have anything in the data layer pushed to begin with, then you're not going to be able to add it. It's going to be a little difficult to pull something that isn't even there yet. So, especially when I say setting up your collection is really like the beginning of the puzzle. And it's such an essential part to being able to do all the interesting stuff that you want to do on your site and useful information like this. So why would I want to set all this up? The reason I'm saying you would want to know visitor login state from the get-go is because I can then look at customer journeys. GA4 is so powerful. I can look at customer journeys based on that parameter value. I can set an event that pulls and fires based on the parameter value being present as well. You can use data layer variables for triggers. And so I can kind of play around with that a little bit. But so I've got this set up, triggers on all pages because this is a configuration tag, and then I would save. I'm not going to save because that's not what we're doing right now. However, if I wanted to, it's in this test mode. I'll remove it later. Okay, so we do that. I could also set trigger to fire an event based on that data layer being present. So how could I make the event fire? Let's see, let me think. So I could do a logged in event. Oops, wrong section. This is why I'm doing this. It's making me think through all this. So I can go log in like that. I wonder if this is, I think this is a standard event actually. Standard. Look at me not even using my own tool. Horrible. So I have this playbook that's available, playbook.ga4.com. So check that out. So playbooks, plural, blue-text.com. This is how you get your playbook real quick. Just go here. You'll get a playbook for GA4. You can get a playbook for Google Tag Manager as well. But the playbook that you get once you fill out that form looks like this. Then I can just recommended events. You can go like this. And I probably want to look at GA4 events. And so it's a quick way to see everything that's related to that one thing in one place. I've got YouTube videos. I don't know how many. I got this one from Julius from Analytics Mania. So we can watch that real quick. And this is why I have 1,000,000 tabs. So I know y'all can't hear it on your side, but I'll walk right through this. So sign up, I could use that event. I could use login. Login is good. So I'll do login with a method called parameter, or a parameter called method. Um, and we can start there. Let's just do that. So this is it. And then, oops, let's just say login. So then we can just walk right down that value ladder with other regular variables that I just set up. So login state, I did type. We also do email and etc. Just want to give you guys a taste. Don't have to set everything up right now. This could look like this. I probably personally wouldn't use camel case because all this is going over to GA4. That's why I set it up. So in GTM, it's going to be camel case. That's when it's lowercase, uppercase next word, uppercase last word type of thing. I could just go visitor state like that. So something like that. Music is way more annoying than I originally thought it would be. So let me turn it down just a little bit. There we go. That's funny. All right. So I would do something like this, and then I would do maybe visitor email. Okay. So what I want to do is trigger this based on a it's first time doing this, so I'm gonna have to see page view initialization, window loaded. I could go custom event, but I don't think I need to do that. I can go GTM load with wonder how I would set this. Let me think about it. I could do it's not history change and there's not a custom event. I could go window loaded and pull information at that point. Oh, I know what to do. All windows loaded. Yeah, so I can do it this way. I got an idea. So the event can be like this. Watch me. So then I can name it that way. And we can see in real time. So the window's going to load regardless, and it's going to fire this event regardless. What I'm trying to do is understand when that change happens, that changeover happens, where someone is logged in, and then I'm going to be able to pull information from that. So let me identify it and go that direction. So then I go GA4. This is how I do my events login and name it last. Jesus. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So then if I try this, go ahead and log in. All right. Everything I just removed. Feel so stupid about that, but hey. You guys get to see me work through problems. That's what I'm doing with the live stream. This is real. This is how I usually get down. Sometimes it's cleaner, sometimes it's not. I think as I get more and more comfortable broadcasting, we're going to see more and more. That's not going to matter because it's not going to get pushed for real. Get my username and I'm good. I'll add the rest later. Happy Monday. And then I got to come up with the like this. One thing that I've learned that's really helpful is you can always look at it in two different ways. So GA4, actually, you know what? Let's have a commercial break. I need a commercial break. Y'all want a commercial break? I need a commercial break. Let's do a commercial break. Yeah, it looks like this.
E-commerce purchase tracking the right way. Although GA4 has enhanced e-commerce tracking with auto events for purchases, if you add GTM on top of it, you can actually add event parameters for that purchase event as well as user properties. And it gets really interesting at that point. If you'd like to set something similar up, you can go to fixyourtracking.com and schedule a call.
All right, that's the commercial. And then you flip back. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know. I'm easily amused. That's dope to me. I don't know. Paula thinks it's dope too. So, all right. Anyways. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and save some of this and let's test her out. So it'll look like this. Not doing the newborn series. Just going here. Little tag manager. So all right, cool. I'm in here. Let me just click around. Let me go look at Nikki. What's up, Nikki? If you see this, let me go look at the different cores, family, and then go back. And then we're gonna go ahead and log in. And it's gonna look like this. And we're logged in. All right, now let's go see the damage. What do we got? Okay. My event fired, as it should. Let's see if it fired in a ideal situation. We have it here. It did not fire when this window loaded, the initial window. That's weird. Did not fire here. Didn't even fire there. Family photos, nope. Main page, yep. Okay, so log in, logged out. What I could do, if I wanted to, is remove visitor state completely and just have this joint where it says logged out. So that will be my name for the event itself, will be the data layer variable, which is pretty dope. I just came up with that. Damn, I'm a genius. Something like this. So this is just like, obviously it's not going to work immediately, but hey, we're here. So that looks like that. And then let's go test some more. So now I have my account, which is the account page, and this fired. Oh my gosh. This fired here, window loaded, because I've got it firing on the GTM load. Nothing in the data layer at this point, whenever that gets pushed, but this tag gets fired, and we pull this logged out, which isn't right. So that means on this one, it should. So I've noticed this really weird thing about this one is we do form submit. So I submitted a form. I submitted the login form essentially. So my account, and then this is the login form. So as soon as this gets submitted, I could fire. Okay, so form submit on the my account destination could trigger the event. I love it. Okay, I know what to do now. This it fired successfully. It's logged in, logged in. It's got the name, it's got the type, it's got hashed email for the email account that I'm using. You can see everything there. So this is the login event. It's working. This is how it would work. There's a setup that's good enough, and that's what we got is pretty much a good enough situation. However, why not? Ooh, this is so data rich. And I could push this into, the problem is I've got to learn how to pull the event from this message. So the event is called message. Perhaps. I don't know if it's gonna work out for me though, y'all. Finna see. I got an idea. Okay, let's see. Let's do it together. I'm gonna do two different things. Let's go ahead and close this out. I'm done testing that. I'm gonna try two different things. So I've got the event here, and I really don't need this first one because we're using it right there. Save that. And then the trigger could be something else. So what I like to do, just a word to the wise, whenever I'm testing triggers, is I'll put all of them together and see which ones fire. I don't test triggers individually because it's weird to me, but whatever. It's a DLV push. I don't know, whatever. Rename it. And he's trying to hit me up. Let me see. Is it commercial time again? I think it's commercial time, y'all. What is this? Okay. BHT commercial. Commercial break. Up, I'm running low on battery. My camera's about to die. Let's fix the camera live. And we're live. Let me pause this.
Use GA4 to set up e-commerce purchase tracking the right way. Although GA4 has enhanced e-commerce tracking with auto events for purchases, if you add GTM on top of it, you can actually add event parameters for that purchase event as well as user properties. And it gets really interesting at that point. If you'd like to set something similar up, you can go to fixyourtracking.com and schedule a call.
Yo. Shoot, did I just mess up the audio? Yo, nah, it's working. Cool. I did move the camera just a little bit. Hopefully y'all don't notice. All right. Okie dokie. We're back. So this is what this looks like. And like I mentioned, I have the daily push. I've got the window, and then I had the opportunity to pull a login event. So that's going to be a form submit. And I can do a trigger for form submit, not form start, just actual form submit like this on some pages. And I can go page path. So this is how I would do it. I mean, it's just kind of like, why would you make this more difficult than it needs to be? And it's slash my account. I was just looking for that. Yeah, this account like this. Oops, can't spell. All right, cool. So this trigger is going to let me know they're submitting a form on the my account page, which is essentially a login event. And you can name this however you want to. I try to keep it kind of, tidy, just in case I have other people on the team who need access to stuff like that and just want to understand what's what. Also, what's interesting here is, remember how I was using this variable in order to name this? I really wouldn't have to do that if I didn't want to. I could use a standard event, and I would have the benefit of not needing to create what's called a custom dimension inside of GA4 in order to pull the information over. So that's a real nerdy way to say, let's just clean this up and make it easier. That would look like this, and this would look like that. All right, cool. So this is good. It's my login event. I'm gonna try it now. Just to make sure that I'm not crazy. This music is very aggressive. I'm not in the white tee today. I usually am though. If you know me, you know me. All right. We're going here. All I wanted to do was log in real quick. Notice there's not a whole lot going on this page, but I should be seeing this event fired login, and it happens here. There's no tags because I don't know how to set this correctly yet. I'll figure it out. Let's see what else. Is there a form? Interesting. I logged in way back here, bro. So this event actually happened way back there. Actually, it happened here, which is nice. And I logged in. Okay. Not the form submit, just the GTM load. So the page loaded. Was I already loaded in right here? All right, let's start over. I think I might have already came in the game when I was logged in. So let me log out and clean this up real quick. Hold up. All right, y'all. Let's see if we can get this going. Sorry about that. It's so funny, man. I was talking, shout out to the twins, Sean and Zach. I was talking to them earlier today. Just about, come on, bro. Why is this not working? All right, there you go. All right, I need to start logged out. I'm up here using cheat codes. Kill this. I'm starting this from Skrizat. Let's go. I want to see what the timing looks like, really. That's what I'm mostly interested in. Okay. Just kind of click around a little bit. And click around a little bit. And click around a little bit. And they got my event called Logged In happening. That's not it. I don't like that. Okay, my little daily push here is solid, but I'm going to turn off this one window loaded situation because it is firing this tag a little too much and making this debug process a little more distracting than I want it to be. Well, maybe it's the music, who knows? All right. Anyways, I was talking to the twins earlier today, man, and it's kind of like they can't believe how I run through iterations, like 20 iterations at a time to try to figure out what we're trying to do on the site. And I probably shouldn't think and talk at the same time. I should just work. How about that? Because I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. But when you're debugging, your job is to try to see, obviously, ways to make it work, but also ways that it might fail so that you can kind of mitigate those risks. This is conversion tracking, man. And I've been responsible for a couple of companies that are worth millions. I can't show them here, but when there's a lot of money on the line, you have to make sure it's on point. You're tracking everything, everything's working properly because they're spending money based on the information that you're feeding to the system. That's why this stuff is so important. I try to tell people, but you know, I think this one is going to be it. Maybe not. Damn. Oops, wrong one. Let's see what it does. Let's see if I can get it. Nope, not working yet. Not working without the page load situation. That's frustrating. So I went from here. I did this. This is the did they not acknowledge the form submit at all? Yeah, here we go. But when I logged in, the moment I was logging in, yeah, that's not going to work because it's going to. So this is how this works. If you look at this little jewel, you see the blue joint right there, all the way down to 67 up to 84. So these are all events that are happening on that page. If I have a form submit that happens on this page and there's no information in the data layer related to the information that I need, I could use that though. That might be interesting to use the form submit text. What is this? I could do form class. So on the next page, we have a logged in event. Once we have this logged in event, notice that well, it's not an event, it's just a state change. I wonder if I can change state inside a tag manager and use it that way. I might have to think about that a little bit. What did I just do with tag manager, bro? I just moved it somewhere accidentally. Give me a second. Yeah, that's not going to work the way I wanted to. Uh, all right, cool. So when I'm here, I'm gonna have to figure out a better trigger. So I thought I was going to be able to use a form submit trigger, but the information I need is from the next page that loads. So I could do page loaded in the refer. I could do some events, and then I would do refer, um, meaning the page it came from is slash my account. So let's try it this way. But I also think there's a play for like this. I don't know if I just made a blank trigger without any kind of attachment to anything. I think that's what I just did. Yeah, let me add it to here. Play it like this, and this will fire this. So when a window loads after that page, it's going to trigger this. If it's not loading after that page, then it's not going to trigger the login event, which makes a lot of sense. But people could go there and not actually log in. And so there's a vulnerability in that trigger for that reason. Let's play around with state triggers. I haven't done anything with these yet, so let's see. I mean, is this it? Please don't tell me that it's that simple. I'm gonna be so mad. I ran this whole freaking marathon for no reason, basically. You finna see. Make sure you attach your trigger, or else it's not gonna matter. Remember that part. All right, cool. So this is in. Then I'm gonna go ahead and preview this. Fingers crossed, y'all. I might have to log out of the. Yeah, they're gonna make me log out, of course. Good job, Jordan. Way to go. So since I'm logging out, and this is gonna, muddy up my data a little bit, I can delete this. I'll go back. Let's click around a little bit. I don't want to go straight to it. It's too easy that way. Oh no, it's gonna fire it regardless, isn't it? Let's see. So coming from here, and then do we have a loaded? Oh no, it didn't. Interesting. Okay, let me play with this. Hold up. Let's see, y'all. Creative self-portraits. Go learn about personal branding. Go take Nikki's course. Shout out to Nikki. She gave us the opportunity a long time ago to play around with the site and learn, figure out. And then obviously, I can track if the person downloads the PDFs and they leave a comment and blah, 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 blah. There's a million different things you can do here. You see how I just changed y'all's attention so that I could mess around here? Okay. You can always go to summary and see if the event is even working. It looks like the tag fired. Now my job is to go figure out where it fired. It fired on form submit. So number 38, which my account form submit. Done. We did it. We won. All right, I'm done. I'm quitting at this point. No, I'm just playing. Let's do it again. Because that's how I work. one time isn't good enough. I want to make sure. I'm not going to click around this time. I'm just going to go here. See if we can keep it nice and neat, tidy. 28 or 29. Okay. So I'm getting the tag to fire. However, again, running into the same issue. If I have this tag firing and there's no information inside of this form submit, so yeah, we're logging in at that moment. However, there's nothing I can pull out of the data layer. So there's an issue. And it looks like this fired multiple times. Window loaded, form submit, window loaded, window loaded. I want it when the window loaded. So it fired here, but we're logged out, so that doesn't matter. Let's see what else. It fired when the form submitted. We already, realized that that's not a winner. Window loaded, this one's going to be a winner for me, but I need to figure out what made it happen. Window loaded after my account. So referring domain, referrer is this guy. Window loaded on the my account, and this should give me something. Yep, login, visitor type. I got customer, I got the email, and I got the login state. Perfect. We in there. This is what we're going with as far as the trigger goes. All right. Didn't make a fool of myself here on this live. Almost did. Didn't. No, I'm just playing. I don't care. So if you remove these, I just wonder if this history change state is even working or how to make it work. That's out of curiosity. Let's see. Let me check one more time. This is from here. Oh. Contains logged in. Let's go names. And then the event has to say GTM history change. All right, so I'm like halfway there on that. If I can do this without manipulate history change state, then I'll be able to use that one. Let's check. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. I'm tripping. Why don't I just do that? Yeah, it's super easy. I don't know why we make them hard sometimes. So let's do this. We're saved, and then preview mode. Go ahead and back out. Jump back in, preview here. Jump over. I'm gonna log out again, log back in. All right. So that's this. Jump over to this Photoshop 101 course. And I should have this joint. So window loaded off of logged in. And that's the first time that I logged in where, everything was where it needed to be. If I look at the message, I can see that we're already logged in and we got information, user ID, visitor ID, which is dope. So I would add both of those, visitor ID and user ID. And you add those like this. And that might look something like this. And I can go visitor ID. Remember, before I create the data layer variable, my job is to make sure that the case is the exact same. If it is not the exact same, it's not going to work. This is your username. I think I already have this. Yeah, I do. So I can go like this. Or, I probably personally would use this or underscore like this. And then we can go visitor ID is going to look like this. Let me copy this, add this as a data variable. And then I'm in there. Right. All right, perfect. Let me do it that way. Or I go user ID doesn't make sense. Username here. So we go to information area. Perfect. And if I wanted to, obviously you don't want multiple triggers firing this thing off at random times for no reason, because it's going to fire a login event inside of GTN or GA4 each time. So that looks like this. See if I can quickly jump over. I think I'm in data at right now. Let's check. Yeah. Yeah. So it needs to match. And this will look like this. Portrait system here. Jump over. I don't know if I have permissions all the way here, but I should be able to see some things. Okay, yep, login event. You can see all the parameters here. You can see all the stuff that I've added. Obviously, they're not going to show you visitor email inside of GA4. It's kind of against the policy, but I can see username, type, state, all this. It's insane. I can see what page they're on. And then, but wait, there's more. How you use this and the reason you would even want this is so you can build these audiences. I go here. I don't have permissions with this account to build audiences. Thank you. So nice. But there's usually a button that allows me to click new, and then I can add someone to an audience based on the event that they completed. So if they've completed a login event, then I already know at any given time that they're a returning customer. And so their journey within my website is going to be a lot different than someone who's logged out. I could also fire a logged out event instead of logged in. It would be called logged out. And it would fire if someone stays logged out for, more than, I don't know, how long does it take whenever you bought something for you to log in and use it when you go to the website? I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes, something like that. Hope all that makes sense. I'm gonna run one more test on this. Let me go ahead and remove this guy since we figured out this logged in situation. I'm gonna go preview from here. I like to do it and then do it some more and then do it some more and then do it some more. I don't know. What can I say? It's fun doing these things, and it's really fun doing it live, so I can kind of share you guys the process of, hey, I know that I could put this together a certain way, from that idea to actually doing it. It's pretty dope. It feels good to imagine the way that you want it set up and then go out and do it. All right, so we had this fire one time, which is appropriate, and it fired on this window loaded event. The 7th thing that happened on the site. So the first thing that happened on the site was we could see when it was loading that there is a logged in situation. And then later on the page loaded. Data layer push happens before, and then there's some consent initialization stuff, container loads, page loads. That's the order. Then we can see the variables. If I pull the values, I can see all the values, customer, their email hashed, um, that they're in a logged in state, probably redundant. I can remove that. But visitor ID, you can see that. That's very useful if you have like a CRM or some situation. Username, also very useful if you have that kind of situation on your site. So then I go back, and with that information, I can just remove some things. If I don't need to know the visitor logged in state, because I'm already identifying that and able to do it with the trigger 100% with accuracy, I can remove that as a parameter and have these as parameters. So now when I jump back over to debug mode, what time is it? 3:08. At 3:07, this happened. And we got username now, we got visitor email, we got ID, I got a state still because I haven't uploaded that new version. Everything's working and it's pretty nice. It's pretty. So I'm excited. All right, anyways, just wanted to show you guys that and see if this music is gonna work for me. I said getting started soon, getting coffee. Wow. Sorry. Let's do this instead. Fixyourtracking.com. Visit fixyourtracking.com. I've been on here for a whole hour. I wish I had a way. Actually, I can do this.
Immediately do it for me, especially if they know their way around these tools. They'll do it immediately, but sometimes they won't be able to. So you need help presenting this project. So that means before. If they do,
we take pride in helping when things get tough.
They can charge.
We look forward to
I can
helping
charge
you
directly
soon.
through Calendly, and that's a tool that I really love for my scheduling needs. And also on top of that, the interesting about Calendly is I can pick a slot, and then I have a survey. So I'll know
this is insane. I'm showing you a recording.
Budget is.
This is me live.
Soon they need it now. Boom.
Oh yeah, this is going to be useful.
Can you grant me publish access to GTM? That's important because if they're in an emergency situation, I don't really have time to, fight over permissions and keep asking back and forth on, hey, I need access.
Let me pause this. Actually, you know what? One thing that I learned recently actually is that you can use Leadsy. I use Leadsy to basically send that to clients, and then they click on a link and they give me the access that I need, that I'm asking for, in one click. So it's really useful. Leadsy's solid. Let me show you what the client sees. Maybe the client doesn't see this. Oh, here you go. Okay, so view only access. Oh shoot, I forgot that I gotta share my screen. Come on, Jordan. No more rookie stuff going on here. Probably a lot of rookie stuff going on here. So Leadsy looks like this. This is view only access. So they give you a choice between, you can ask for view only access, or I can ask for manage access, which I'm actually working on some, right? And then I turned the music up. My bad. I wasn't supposed to be talking. All right, cool. So if I get here, then I can just pick the accounts. I can give access to all this: Google Search Console, Tag Manager, Analytics, and Google Ads, and then confirm access. At that point, I'm going to personally, how I'm going to use it is I'll have it hit my account and show that the event fired. I can also, I could probably send out an email automation or Slack automation of some sort based on that in order to get a hold of my team. And then we're in the money and we're working on an account because there's a brand new one in the hopper, essentially. I'm excited to use it. I don't know. It's the little things. All right. That's pretty much all I got, man. Yes, I'm very, very, very excited about using this.
So instead, I just write it in the survey. They're already aware of it. Sometimes people, immediately do it for me.
This is crazy.
Especially if they know their way around these tools, they'll do it immediately. But sometimes they won't be able to. So, do you need help presenting this project? So that means before.
Okay, and then that cuts off. All right, that's just an example. So, learning how powerful this tool is, StreamYard. All right, there's just a whole bunch of background noise on that one. Wonder how long this joint is. 10 minutes. Okay. Me and Paulo are chatting about how powerful we think this is about to be.
Are you still streaming?
Yep. Just to do it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. This is real. Thanks for listening to the stream. I hope this part of the stream does not get have any penalties. We're about to hope that Facebook lets us slide. All right. It's been a whole hour, dude. I'm good. All right. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.